Hey, what's up, you guys? My name is Peter West. Welcome to another episode of Underrated and Underplayed. And today we're hanging out with Roswell X.
I am Little Joe Dominguez. I am the drummer.
Rabbit Ivy, bassist.
Jimmy Mack, singer, guitar player, songwriter.
Alan Pascal, guitars.
So I'll ask you what everybody wants to know. Who is Roswell X and what is it and why?
It's the name of a band. We're in the southwest of the United States. And we wanted to put together a band that was, I don't know, kind of a hard rock edge to it. Just something that's like a classic sound too, like old Van Halen or Kiss.
When did you guys start jamming, or how did this all form together? You guys like ex-members of bands and stuff, or?
My main man, Ralph, he's not here today, Ralphie Boy. He's one of my songwriting partners. And we grew up together, basically in Detroit. Moved out to LA for a while, then we decided to put a band together here in Roswell. And we started jamming, and then we hooked up with Little Joe, and the rest is history.
Any of you guys from ex-members from bands and stuff like that, or?
Yeah, I've played in like several other bands growing up and stuff like that. Kind of with the Tejano scene around here.
Here in Roswell, or?
Here in Roswell. I played with some Tejano scenes and stuff like that.
This guy, Tejano, you're doing those fancy, what you say, you play drums or what?
Yeah, weddings,
You
quinceañeras.
just blew that.
It's actually a lot easier with a drum machine. At that time, I had already got bored and tired of doing it because just rock's my passion. I love rock, heavy metal.
You ever throwing some blast beats in those Chicano songs?
Man, yeah,
Like
I tried. Yeah, kind of get frowned upon, you know.
How do they decide the fucking drum beats? Like, cause I remember they wanted me to play drums in a band, and it was like that Tejano stuff, and it's not a constant drum beat. It's not like doof doof doof. It's just like dun 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 dun, and every now and then you go. It's just some random fucking solo out of nowhere. How do you decide how to do that?
It's what they call a ranchera or a cumbia, stuff like that.
Is this like a
Different
perfect
style.
timing? It's like a
Yeah.
timing that goes like that. This song's called Limelight by Sundressed.
Just another reason to be on a stage, a constructive place to act out all that rage. Maybe it's the contact that I really crave. I'm happy just to pretend that I'm brave. The days and weeks all blend together, monotony and mild tempers get the best of me. I'm up all night. I'm stuck to hell with it feels right. I'm neurotic, I'm so much nervous, paranoid of having a purpose. Once in a while, it's fine. Caught in the limelight. Just another day in the office. Living in the red, we need some profit. I'd rather just open up my wallet. I don't wanna offer up a service. Selling myself, it makes me nervous. Signing my life away in cursive. Limelight, I'm up all night. I'm stuck to hell with it feels right. I'm neurotic, I'm so much nervous, paranoid of having a purpose. Once in a while, it's fine. Caught in the limelight. Caught in the limelight. I'm in the limelight. Caught in the limelight. I'm in the limelight. It doesn't feel right. Caught in the limelight. It doesn't feel. Limelight. I'm up all night. I'm stuck to hell with it feels right. I'm neurotic, I'm so much nervous, paranoid.
How about you, man? How'd you get involved with this?
Oh, well, Alan actually sought me out. He had played with these guys, I guess, for about a year now. They needed a bassist, so Alan and I had played in previous projects like Inner Kill, and we kind of dabbed a little bit here and there with other projects. Scream at the Sky, I think.
Yeah,
and
Odd Man Out.
Yeah,
Odd
I think
Man
I
Out.
remember seeing you in Scream at the Sky. Were you? Yeah.
Briefly. And then when we did the Odd Man Out reunion, he was on board with that. So that's how I got drug into this fucking gig. So coming up, Motley Crue with Shout at the Devil.
Well, the wind was low, our hands so close, and you always hope it won't be love, when you're sensing all the chemicals, and you never know what hurts the most, your hands are cold straight to the bone, and it's terrible how it unfolds, in the moments only I recall, and the sudden loss of self-control, why don't you call me lately? How could you ever hate me? And I tell myself it's too free to see those things you do. And on this morning I'm awake to catch a glimpse of you someday. And in the darkness we will take off all our clothes. And in the morning we won't be anything you couldn't dream. Disappears without a trace, and it's gone, 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 gone. And I wanted you to understand all I couldn't say. Not an easy way to comprehend my thoughts in a way. And you sell my soul, my heart, though you won't disintegrate. And if all your love away from me, I'll let it fade. Why don't you call me lately? How could you ever hate me? And I tell myself it's too free to see those things you do. And on this moment I will wait, catch a glimpse of you someday. And in the darkness we will take off all our clothes. And in the morning we won't be anything you couldn't dream. Disappears without a trace, and it's gone, 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 gone. And your heart, it beats itself to death, and yes, I guess it got to me. Your heart, it beats itself to death, and yes, I guess it got to me. Your heart, it beats itself to death, yes, I guess it got to me. Your heart, it beats itself to death, and yes, I guess it got to me. Your heart, it beats itself to death, and yes, I guess it got to me. Your heart, it beats itself to death, and yes, I guess it got to me. Your heart, it beats itself to death, and yes, I guess it got to me. Your heart, it beats itself to death, and yes, I guess it got to me.
Can you tell us about like the Roswell scene, like back then? Like I'm pretty sure you guys used to play here like a
There's
long time
a
ago.
lot more musicals, I can tell you that. There's a lot more house parties, a lot more backing.
Personally, I think the music scene is kind of watered down. Since I was with Odd Man Out, we kind of had a
And when was that?
decent following. Like 2000 maybe, or so in the early 2000s. We kind of had there was a scene here. We had a lot of people jamming. When the amphitheater was open, we had a lot of.
Oh, dude, I can't believe that shit's not open anymore, man.
Right.
Like, this new fucking generation is getting fucked over, man.
Yeah.
We have nowhere to play.
And then I noticed the younger bands were coming up, and right when the younger bands were coming up, I noticed not a lot of people were showing up. It's always other bands, family members. It's the same like 10 people you play for in front of everybody.
Small town crowd.
And I got turned off by that, so I actually decided just to go strictly to recording on my own gigs. And I was kind of against playing live, but since playing with Roswell X and I'm digging their style, I'm thinking that we're fixing to get together and rehearse.
How long have you been in the Roswell scene so far?
I haven't really been in it at all. Coming from Detroit and LA, there's a pretty big music scene both places. And when I came here, Ralph and I, the lead guitar player, decided to basically just do a studio deal. You know, basically try to get record, recorded, and then to go from there. I didn't really worry about playing bars or anything else because we knew there wasn't really much of a scene here. I don't think there's a bar in town that has a stage, do they? I mean, for a rock act.
Is there even a bar left in town?
Yeah, one by one, they're all closing since I've been here. So basically, I've been here about 9 years. Lived here in Roswell, and I thought that'd be a cool name for a band, Roswell. The locals probably don't think it's that big of a deal, but nationwide, worldwide, people think, wow, Roswell, is that where the aliens are?
Yeah. You just kind of throw in an X in there, or?
Yeah, put an X to make it sound cool. All right, here's Getting Comfortable with Old Soul.
Tiptoe around your side, tiptoe around my worst days. Figure me out, I said, figure me out in the worst way. And I told you how, yeah, I told you how I changed. But it's too late now, you've already left the room. Walk me through hell, it'd be nice to rebel in my own space. Take me to church, I need to confirm that I have faith. And I notice, well, yeah, I notice everything. So I knew it well when you said what you said to me. Take me by the hand and show me what compassion is. I've been in my head just trying to extract my sin. And I don't wanna feel alone ever again. Just please don't leave my side. Just please don't leave my side again.
How about you, man? What do you think about the scene nowadays, or compared to now? Back then, I mean.
Well, I've gone to lots of shows. I'm a fan of live music, so I've gone to all the shows that I've had time to go to since high school, and over time it seems like there's less and less shows, and the people that come aren't really that enthusiastic to be there. I'm hoping that that'll change, but I don't have high hopes for Roswell.
I kind of think it's like a genre thing. People get stale on like just heavy music,
Yeah.
And I think people just want like softer stuff and stuff. Somebody's got to provide it. Shit ain't me. So I hear you guys are recording an album right now.
Yeah, we're finishing up, getting it mastered. It'll be out pretty soon. We also have a video for Kiss of Fire, which is one of our singles from
Oh,
the
nice.
new album coming up. It's called The Incident, the album. We already have an EP out, a 5-song EP. It's got Kiss of Fire, Love Ain't Easy, Stalker, Leaving California.
So what about the songs in the album? How many are there going to be?
It's going to be 11 songs. There'll be 2 covers, 2 redos. We basically did Mystery Train by Elvis, kind of did a hard rock version of that. And then we also did Stone Free by Jimi Hendrix.
And who's doing the production on that and everything? Like, who's
We've
recording?
basically been doing all the producing and engineering ourselves.
DIY.
Chuck has been engineering everything, we all been producing it. I wrote most of the songs and Ralph helped me in some of them. Ralphie boy, he's not here, he's out of state right now.
Okay.
Wish he was here too, but he's in Michigan right now.
You guys excited about it?
Yeah, it's been a long process. It's
How long?
how long have we been in the studio?
A year.
About a
for
year?
We've been working on material. I've been with those guys for 5 years, you know, and then Chuck kind of added about 2 years worth. His rewriting parts of the bass and stuff like that.
We did a lot of the stuff. We did some of the recording in Lubbock, and it was just real expensive going back and forth. We didn't have the funds to do it, and luckily we hooked up with Chuck here, and he's recorded some stuff with some of his projects. So he kind of helped out there big time, and we finished. We had a lot of the stuff sent digitally, so we could do it here in Roswell. So half of it's recorded in Lubbock at a place called Amusement Park Studios, and then the rest of it was recorded over at Chuck's his studio, Rabid Music.
Rabid Music Box.
Yep.
Woo, shout out. This next song is Bottles and Cans by Mccafferty. Woo!
No, I don't think you get what I'm saying. I'm saying we could all, like, really, really, really fly if we really tried. Like, all that's stopping us is our mind right now. Do you get that? Do you get what I'm trying to say here? Dude, I think you had a bit too much to drink. It's a little too far, right? Yeah. You're probably right.
And we were drinking down in the basement with all my best friends so we can fit in. Well, we got bottles and we got cans and we got poetry that's written on our unwashed hands. Well, I had a heart, it was riddled with holes. We are riddled with youth, this is riddled with gold. But you were always so afraid of losing everything you love, and I was nothing more than high school saying I don't give a fuck. I crashed my car into your house. The flames were spreading fast and I was way too weak to move. This was way too good to last, so we won't last. The flames are spreading way too fast, so we won't last. No, we won't last. No, we won't last. And I've been listening to songs when all I wanna do is write. And we were drinking on the sidewalk almost every single night. And I got scared, I missed your call. I was sleeping in the park, but when the message finally sent, I couldn't read it in the dark. I crashed my car into your house. The flames were spreading fast, and I was way too weak to move. This was way too good to last, so we won't last. The flames are spreading way too fast, and we won't last. And I am sorry that I am not the same kid I was back in school, but I have finally changed. It took a long, long time, and I lost most of my friends, but I am never coming back home. And I am sorry that I am not the same kid I was back in school, but I have finally changed. It took a long, long time, and I lost most of my friends, but I am never coming back. Yeah!
So what do you guys hope to accomplish with this band and with this album and stuff?
I'm gonna be famous. I don't know about
Oh,
the rest
fuck yeah,
of
dude.
it. I'm gonna be famous.
Play some shows and try to promote this thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. You guys planning a tour and stuff on it, or what?
Yep,
Or
as soon as the video gets out there, huh?
damn.
Eventually.
got it.
Fuck yeah,
Eventually.
dude.
So we're pushing. So yeah. So the Roswell X EP is out there now, iTunes, any format you want. We got it on CD if you want to order it or get a hold of us or somehow. The full-length album, The Incident, will be out hopefully within a month. And then we're going to get back hitting live rehearsals, and we're going to do some shows here.
Do some shows.
Yeah, if you Google Roswell X, it comes up right away, man. It's not like,
Hell yeah.
it's like hell yeah.
You might see a couple of pornos I made back in the day, but just ignore them, you know.
Just one X.
That's Roswell Triple.
That's you know what?
That's what it was.
That's Roswell Triple X. You guys have any parting words or anything? Any words to fans, future fans?
Man, just go out there and support us. Like I said, you know, music's kind of dying, and I hate to see that, man. That's what I grew up on. Man, let's get it going. You know, help support, you know, the music scene around Roswell, man, and go out and get the CD.
Stay tuned. These guys are real. It's the only reason I joined. It's the only reason I joined. I'm not impressed easily. These guys know what the fuck they're doing.
The hard rock thing is kind of going away. Just rock and roll, period. We want to bring it back. And not that we can do it ourselves, but that's where our roots are. That's what we love.
All right, that about wraps it up for another episode of Underrated and Underplayed. As always, I'm your host, Peter West. Thank you so much for letting us hang out with you guys, Roswell X, and stay fucking classy, San Diego.
RoswellX.us. Get up.